Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, welcome back to my playthrough of Clannad. There are two things I want to go ahead and mention real quick before I actually hop into the game, neither of which really affect the series in a real way. It's just a couple things I want to go and mention. The first one is that once I finish this series, I'm going to look at the total view count for Steins Gate, Chaos Head, and Little Busters, and whichever one has the most views as a whole for those out of those three series is the one that I'm going to go and continue after I finish this one. So of course you can go ahead and share those videos with friends, family, anyone you think could potentially be interested in them, just to go ahead and increase the view count for the one that you would want me to go and continue after I finish Clannad. The second thing that I want to mention is that I plan to try to make a schedule, and the earliest I will be incorporating this schedule will be November 1st, 2014. But it's possible that I'll go and wait until January 1st of 2015 before I actually incorporate a schedule for the series, just so that there's actually an idea of when episodes will be uploaded, so that like Clannad, all episodes might be uploaded on Monday. For example, if I make a schedule, so you won't have like a Clannad on Monday and then on a Wednesday. It'll be Clannad on Mondays and then something else on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday, down the line. And that's all I just wanted to go and mention real quick. So let's go ahead and hop into the game. And it automatically took me over to page 2, saving me the time of needing to go and click on it. That's awesome. All I want to do is check on how she's doing. I want to visit Furukawa Bakery when afternoon finally came.
いらっしゃい。ってまたてめえかよ小僧。
Why? I'm sorry about that, old man.
何度俺に勘違いさせるんだ。客らしい面して入ってくるんじゃねえよ。客じゃないならもっとそれらしく振る舞え。
I don't exactly know how customers act. They just walk through the front door usually, so. And how should I do that?
そうだな。犬のように四つん這いになって入ってこい。だったら異様すぎて客だと思わない。
Well, you see, I'm sure though that there's somebody in the world who actually does that when they go into a place. Could be.
で、何の用だ?
Oh, okay. I've got a choice here. I think I'll just roll the dice. Because I don't really think this matters too much which choice you go with. I don't think it actually really has any meaning. It's just here's a choice because we felt like giving you a choice. So I got a 4. Another 4. Wow. Really? 2 4s in a row. Let's see if I end up giving a third one. No, I get a 3 the third time. So, how's Furukawa doing? Furukawa, I mean, how's Nagisa? Does she have a fever?
一日ぐらい我慢できねえのか。寝てるからそっとしておいてやれ。ちなみに、上ごとでお前の名前なんて言ってねえぞ。うぬぼれるな。
Well, I don't think we were asking if she muttered our name, but okay.
言うとしたらこうだ。お父さん大好き。超かっこいい。
I see.
超美人なお母さんと超似合い。てなもんだ。いやー、参ったって。
I think the one with the fever is him. I'm inclined to agree. Hey, I'm asking you seriously. He inhales and exhales a cloud of thick smoke from his cigarette.
微熱だ。大したことはねえ。早苗がついてるから安心しろ。
I see. I was actually pretty relieved hearing the old man's words. Then she'll attend school tomorrow, right?
渚を学校に行かせてほしいが、渚と学校で乳くり合いたいか。
Well, I don't think we ever really implied that was the case, but whatever you want to think.
だったら売れ残りの早苗のパンを。
Sanai! I walk further inside and call her.
俺は早苗のパンが大好きだ!
He followed up with shouting of his own.
お前、死んでみたいか。お前のせいで俺だけ夕飯は早苗のパンだったんだぞ。
The way you put it, it's like it's a bad thing. Sanai!
バカ！ヤッホー！今日の晩飯も早苗のパンだぜー！あ？って何言ってんだ俺は！
You're the one who said it. If you don't keep your promise, and I will cry again. There's nothing else for me to do here, so I turn to go.
おい小僧。
Huh?
ただでくれてやるから持って帰らねえ？
I don't need any. I coldly reply as I leave. Well then, what should I do now? I don't need to think too hard about this. I already know I'm going to spend it inside Sonohara's room. I'm on the street heading to the dormitory.
おい、そこのあんた。あんただよ。
Me? As I turn around, I see a young man beckoning me.
頼む、ちょっと来てくれ。
Like I said, I think I've said it multiple times, that this is a series that would be pretty good to actually do for like a live stream and essentially leave it up to the viewers to decide. But yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. Let's just roll the dice, because this seems like it'd be a rather insignificant event, just in every possible way. So I got a 2, a 1, and a 6, so we shall ignore him. As I continue to ignore him, I hear him say "Tch" before he disappears. I enter the room. Sonohara is still in bed, sleeping. Why is his door unlocked? I will not know. And I honestly do not wish to know. Wake up, Sonohara. You have a guest. I'm here at last. The only response I get is his continued snoring. It seems he's fast asleep. He probably went to bed late again. I'm going to play a prank on you if you don't wake up. I hear some bustling sounds in the corridor. It seems that the rugby club members are going to practice. I notice a large pile of his clothes on the floor. One by one, I tie each piece of clothing together by the sleeves. I tie the end of that makeshift rope to Sonohara's foot. I take the other end and go out into the corridor. Next door, a rugby club member comes out of his room. Hey, I speak to him.
Huh?
Let's play tug of war.
綱引き?
Yeah, your opponent is Sonohara. He wants to have a man-to-man fight with a tough guy like you.
力の勝負か。俺相手になかなか根性があるじゃねえか。よーし、いい準備運動だ。受けてやろう。
Alright, hold this. I hand him my end of the rope.
よし、いつでも来い。
The rope extends into Sonohara's room. Yeah, are you ready, Sonohara? Let's go. Go!
おりゃーっ
The rugby club player runs across the corridor, pulling the clothes with him. And then... Sonohara skids across the floor on his back. That's a terrible
死
way
ぬ
to
と
wake
ころ
up.
だったろ。
Almost is the key word there. You're exaggerating again.
起きたら床を高速で滑っている状況を想像してみろ。お年寄りだったら間違いなく心臓止まってるよ。
But you're not older. That's what counts. Don't worry, you're still young, so wasn't that incredible?
強烈すぎるよ。たく、日曜ぐらい夜まで寝かせろっての。
Oh no, we can't have that. It's hard to believe you're a student with your messed up biological clock.
で、なんだよ。こんなに早く起こして。
Oh, nothing really.
寝直していい？
Sure, but I'll just pull another prank. Anyway, try to go back to sleep. I'll have lots of fun while you're passed out.
絶対に寝ません。
Oh, really?
目が痛い！
You can wink at least. I lie down on the floor and start to read a book. This is the only thing I can do when I'm here. It's a day off after all, so I'll spend my time not doing anything. Wow, short day. But, of course, because I don't know. I don't know if I want to go and just cut it off completely here or not. Because I usually just go and record one day and then that's it. But that was a very short day. I don't even think that falls into the 30 minutes that I usually do for these series. 1 second, I'm going to go and check the recording, see what time it is, and if it's like 10 minutes long, I'm just going to go and continue, so 1 second. Okay, so it's only like 11 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and continue recording some more. Morning. Even though I'm wide awake, I remain in bed. I wonder if Furukawa's fever has come down. I think that should say has gone down, not has come down. But that's just me. I wonder if she's waiting for me on the way again. But a deep chasm has been dug between the two of us because of what happened on Saturday. If I could feel it, then being more sensitive to other people's relationships than I am, she should definitely feel it too. And for these 2 days, her efforts had only ended up hurting other people. And I called myself an idiot. I also called her one as well. She really is an idiot. I'm probably really insensitive without even realizing it. She really is a weak person. In the end, I'm no different from those classmates who constantly hurt her. I wonder if she understands that too. I'll let out when afternoon classes start. Resigned to that, I bury myself under the covers. I finally leave the house as lunch break begins.
岡崎！
Someone calls to me as I climb the hill. A familiar voice.
よう！奇遇じゃん！
It's Sonohara. He's late getting to school as usual.
一緒に行こうぜ！
Moreover, everything began because of his words. He didn't mean anything by it, but to me, those words were a bit rude. Well, to begin with, I'm also that way. Simply put, you could call me that sort of person. Forcing myself to be with such people, and then not paying attention, hurting them without even realizing or noticing it. I should have warned her from the beginning. I'm not worthy of her, since I'm a delinquent.
桜、全部散っちゃったね。
Yeah, but even still. Knowing that and forcing myself in, she was there. Being with a person like me, that's all she could do.
飯は？
I haven't eaten yet.
なら、カバン置いたら学食行こうぜ。
Yeah, I guess so.
じゃあ急がないとね。食う時間なくなっちまうよ。
Hurry up and go to the cafeteria or look outside the window. Let's just do a roll of the dice, because honestly, a lot of these choices are sort of coming to the point where it's like, I don't know which one I would end up picking if I was in that situation, which is sort of what I've tried to do, but I just don't really know for these. So I've got a 2, a 5, and another 5. So we shall look outside the window. I look outside the window. The blue and green contrast with each other as I look below. And there she is, Furukawa. So you made it to school. She's eating her bread as well as she can. She looks the same as before. Last week, I was right next to I was right next to her. But now I'm up here, just watching you.
おい、岡崎急げよ。昼休み終わっちまうぞ。
I hear Sonohara's voice calling me. Yeah, okay. Just then, Furukawa noticed me. Does she know it's me? Taking the bread away from her mouth, she placed it upon her knees. Furukawa gazes at me as if she's about to cry. Does she remember what happened last Saturday? She hides her face. Furukawa. I need to get away from here at some point. I just can't handle her looking at me anymore. But I can't move, even though Sonohara has called me several times. Yet, I continue to stare at her. She raises her head once again, and then she waves her hand at me. And she's trying her best to smile too. I want to reward her for her great effort, if she still needs me. Sonohara, hang on to this for me. Handing my bag to Sonohara, I sprint down the corridor. I'm trying hard too. Furukawa is opening some more bread. I sit down beside her. Phew. I didn't bring any food with me, so there's nothing else to do but wait.
よかったです。勇気出して。
And before I knew it, Furukawa moved the bread away from her mouth.
頑張って手振ってよかったです。岡崎さん、降りてきてくれました。
But you see, you sort of had an advantage here of it's somebody that you know, rather than a stranger. Yeah, don't worry about it. Didn't I promise that I'd come if you called me?
でも、あんなことがあった後だから、私、岡崎さん傷つけてしまいましたから。
You were crying, weren't you? Were you crying just now?
はい、泣きそうでした。
That's fine then. You can stop crying now.
はい、よかったです。不安だったですけど、すごく安心できました。
She makes that sound. As I glance at her, Furukawa was crying. The tears are flowing out of her eyes, running down her cheeks, and falling from her chin onto her bread. She must have been really, really worried. She might have been lying in her bed worrying about it. I curse myself for being so insensitive. I take the bread from her hands, tearing off the part that's been soaked by her tears. And then I shove it into my mouth. I wonder what she thinks of that. It's just that I don't want those tears to dry up, since I'm the one who made her cry. You're a fool, but that's fine with me.
そうでしょうか。
Since I think so. We're here in the same place. We're doing just fine, being in a place far away from others who are too serious with themselves. I chew the bread that's in my mouth. For some reason, her tears have a nostalgic taste. They have the same taste as those tears of mine shed as a child. Huh. I just noticed something. There's no one sitting next to me. Is he back at the dorm, or has he gone out to play? I began to wonder if he was planning to skip class. I'm really bored. When Sonohara's not here, I can't relieve my stress. I leave the room for a change of scenery. Guess I'll go buy some juice. The school cafeteria is deserted. I buy an 80 yen juice from the vending machine and drink it as I head back to class. Of course, eating or drinking in the hallway is prohibited, so if a teacher sees me, I'll be in trouble. There's a girl running straight towards me. She stops right in front of me.
すみません。
I can see that her hand is covered by a bandage. It's the dangerous carving girl, Fugo.
これあげます。
She hands me a wooden cube as she says that. I recognize this. It's something you can use in fine arts. Why though?
今だけあなたのものです。それでは。
But I don't think a cube is going to do me any good. I think you'd be better off handing me the starfish. She says that, running past me. I slowly watch her leave, and replacing her is a male student running towards me. He also stops in front of me.
今ここに誰かがってお前
Huh? Me?
お前の持ってるそれ
This? I look at the block of wood in my hand.
なるほど岡崎お前が犯人だったってわけだな
Culprit?
そうだ女の子を使ってそんなものを盗むなんてなんて卑劣なやつだこんな人間のクズめ
Ah, this big old misunderstanding, but I highly doubt he'd listen to us even if we tried to explain ourselves. Huh? What did you just say? I shoot him a little glare. Scum? Is that what you said?
いやそんな岡崎君はナイスガイだよ
I hate that too.
でも僕それがないと困るんだよね
You mean this? I toss and catch the block of wood I'm holding.
そうそうそれ美術の授業中にさいきなり女の子が現れてさそれを取ってくから困ったよいらないですねありがとうございますってさもう速攻だったよいらないわけないよねだからね返してよ
I picked this up when she dropped it.
え
Now, where did I get this thing? Oh yeah, the garbage can. If I didn't pick it up, I'm pretty sure this would have been thrown away. So you should give me something in exchange. And I walk past him.
うわ僕それないと困るんですけど
All the more reason to give us something in exchange. I ignore him as I leave.